and the Granger of course can poke around as well. So right now they have two solid frontliners over here at Geek. We have a Terizla which will be played at the off lane, but honestly, eventually it will become a tank.
Agreed.
And over here we have a Grog. So I think it's just going to be a poking battle over here. Akai, I would say is pretty good ban as well because
I don't know. Personally, I feel like it's not so good. Mainly because, like, hey, if you're looking to punish, if you're in Geek Fang's position, look to either get rid of a really safe offlaner here. Like, just get rid of the Leomord. You don't have to worry about him whatsoever. You already have the Terizla, and you can actually save the Akai for yourself if you want to be that playmaker.
Yeah, and over here we can see Gushing has been banned now because
smart ban.
Yeah, because Dominus has shown. Actually, most of the players in MPL they've shown they're so good at Gushing.
He's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're just a little bit better than me, so you know. yeah.
Okay. I'll give you a lot of credit there. I'll give you wink. I got it. But Badan coming in from Xpax X-Assins, what do you feel about this? I feel like, Badan, he's not the greatest offlaner, but when he makes a play, it looks really flashy.
The thing about Badang is he's really good as a comeback kind of hero because early game he's not gonna give you anything, right? Like he can barely survive his lane in the early levels, but once he has his Demon Hunter sword, once he has his Golden Staff, and then if he is able to set himself up, putting 2 or 3 people inside of his wall, and then using his ultimate, then he could turn a bad team fight into a good one. Yeah. But the thing is, it's all about personal skill, honestly.
I don't know. I feel like Badang, at least he has that burst. It's not like a Masha where you have to really just walk up to the guy and just smack him again and again and again and again. It takes too much time. You don't have that burst like Aldius scales as well. Just one-shots people. I think that's why he has that value. But looking at these final bans here, the Franco looking pretty good here. I don't know.
Yeah, so over here, I think we have a ton video, so let's check that out first.
Girls with the nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their
Okay, so today we're going to be playing a game which is called the Bottle Flick Challenge.
Welcome to Mobile
All right,
Legends.
coming back in here.
5
Let's talk
seconds
about
till
team
the enemy
compositions
reaches
here because
the
we know
battlefield.
exactly what they
Smash them.
kind of want to play
Yeah.
here. And
All
personally, I
troops
feel like Geek
deployed.
Fam, they've got the shorter end of the stick because it's kind of on them to look for opportunities to go in with the Selena, to go in with Zorn's Franco and catch people off guard.
Yeah, I completely agree. This is the thing, when you have a Selena, you have to push the early game, right? Because if not, you're just gonna waste your efforts on the hero. Right now they have a Kimi, and yes, Kimi has to pressure the early game as well, but it's not like at the late game they have absolutely nothing, So yeah, I would agree. Right now, I would say the only late game hero is definitely on Fix to carry the game. But Gideon mentioned Marsha just now, so here is to the viewers. Masha is a newly released hero, so she cannot be used as well as, hold on, over here we can see Dominus is going in. Raisha is almost going to go down, and she's going to go down. That's the first blood for Dominus, and Arthur might go down as well. He is extremely low on HP, but he manages to survive. That was a very good engage by Dominus.
Yeah, really good catch off. He knows along the lines of which side of the map he wants to start on. He sees the Kimi and realizes, okay, more likely than not, she's going to be top side.
Oh, nice.
Sword! Gets a catch. Cuckoo is kind of in trouble here, but luckily he is playing Hylos, who just doesn't care. Uta, wait, he still wants to pick up peaks here. He's just a little bit off the angle, but I think he should be A-okay here, but Rumpel is going to clean up the mess. Unta does take one down with him before he goes down himself.
Yeah, and Rumpel has the Festival of Blood emblem on himself, so with each kill, his spellband will get higher, so it doesn't feel good to give the kill over to him. So right now, the turtle will spawn in 15 seconds, so that might be a good contest over there right now. We still have Dominus and Rumble here over at the mid side of the map. They're probably looking for something else as well. Raisha and Cuckoo, they are standing by. They can smell something is going on.
I mean, it's just going to be a struggle here. Right now, 1 more second until Turtle is about up. Artha walks right in. The wall comes through. Dominus is taking quite a bit of damage, but Zorn does get a hook onto the Kimmy. They're going into the back line already with the Brilliance coming in from Reisha. He's going to keep on trying both of them forward until he has the Darkness. He's locked up into the penalty zone, but it doesn't really matter. The fight is already over. 2 down to Zorveki trying to save this with his ultimate. Last Insanity goes through, pulls in with the Fire Smokes. He saves that team fight, making it a 2-for-3 trade. Good angle from Zoraveki.
I would say it's good efforts from both teams because none of the teams were giving up on a team fight. And over here we can see Axe is trying to set up for a steal, but he couldn't manage to do it. But you know, it's a retribution. Of course, you're gonna.
Yeah, I think overall it was kind of an Xpax X-Assins to kind of back away. I guess they got a little confident after they took out 2 and kind of disrespected the amount of damage that Zoraveki can actually deal, especially since, I mean, it's Last Insanity. We're talking about export here. He's got some pretty good damage, base damage.
Yeah, and plus more, it's true damage as well. So it doesn't matter if you're tanky. It doesn't matter if you have the items. So yeah, you're still gonna go down. Over here we can see Axe and Zoraveki. They're just duking it out on bottom. So right now, I would say both teams, they are not shying off from any kind of fights, which is something that I really like to see from teams. Over here, we can see Rumple. He is trying to see where Xpax X-Assins is, and right now, Ozorabeki, he has to be careful. He has the Firaga armor, but still, right now.
Oh, no! And once again, Unta is caught out as the rest of the team slowly comes back, but Feeks easily coming in with the Death Sonata. That's just an easy pickoff. Kuku kind of dancing around, but ooh, Law and Order ain't gonna be enough to get him out of this situation.
Yeah, right now, Ozorabeki, he has popped his Firaga armor, so he has to be careful over here because without the armor, X-Borg is actually not that tanky. So over here, Xpax, they are trying to take the third over there, and they manage. So it's basically just a trade for top and bottom here.
Yeah, I mean, overall, the trading is good, but Geek Fam is coming up ahead in terms of economy, and this is going to slowly build up as long as they're denying him. Rumple walks right up. Arthur realizes it, dodges the hook real quick, as well as another Abyssal Arrow. The team wants to keep control over bottom side.
Yeah, right now the turtle will spawn in 25 seconds, so both teams probably will try to contest that as well, since both teams have their early game heroes. And over here, she's been hooked, but over her,
they're not getting it all through. The penalty zone comes through, but the Brilliance ain't gonna be enough. Oh, he makes it out. The rest of the team goes through, and AX gets through the backline, is easily cleaning this up with his fist crack. Good catch coming in from Xpax X-Assins. I thought Geek Fam for sure had that in the bag.
yeah, this is what I talked about just now, where Badang isn't supposed to be good during the early stages of the game.
I mean,
but if you have the personal skill to execute his combos, then it will look great. And yeah, Axe is looking solid with his Badang, super solid.
I think he also prioritized the right targets and came in at just at the right time. Most of them were already chunked down to half. He saw the opportunity and was like, hey guys, this is doable. I can actually win this fight for us. He comes in, goes with a big fist crack. Oh, well played to him. But
yeah,
now,
super well played. So yeah, right now Zorn is getting caught out, and he might go down over here. Fix is there. He has to be careful. Ozorabeki goes in with the last Insanity, and I don't think he's gonna burst anyone. But Fix is not giving up. He wants someone dead. Cuckoo is back over here, but yeah, he is just a little bit too tanky right now. So Xpax will back off from that fight.
oh, I'm so surprised. I felt like Geek could have actually gone a little bit more, but again, they have to understand bottom side. Oh, with the arrival comes right through. Rumple is there to clean up the wave. He protects his bot tier 2. Nicely done.
Yeah, Gifam is one of the teams that actually, I would say, properly trained with the arrival, because I don't see many other teams pulling it out as of yet. Fix has to be careful. He wants to...
Max. Good dodge, good dodge.
So cool.
I was sweating for him. I was like, oh man, please don't get hit by this.
Yeah, but right now, Xpax, they're trying to secure that buff, but Zorn and Dominus, they're thinking of probably invading a little bit, but over with Arthur and Cuckoo coming by, they want to go out.
Yeah, and they're thinking about penalty zone actually goes through. It's not going to be enough. The fight is already over at that point. Ozorabeki, can he clean this up one more time? Firestokes pulls, high loss 3. He goes in with the last Insanity, but he's already out. All the priority targets is away, and he's going to get locked down by the fist crack against the wall. Passive proc from the side of AX, easily cleaning up shop. Xpax X-Assins not going to give any ground towards Geek Fam.
AX is looking so good. I mean, I know Unta has been really good throughout the season, but Ajax, he's been very consistent, and today
Yeah.
he's really carrying the team.
Yeah, I think it's a really good point because AX not only is consistent,
Turtle
he's
resurrecting
progressively
soon.
getting
Yeah.
better with each and every game you ever see him in. And I think now, he's starting to reach a point where it's like he sees opportunities, he sees the backline, and he knows when to call the fight.
Yeah, and he's very confident in it as well. Over here, Zon manages
no.
to hook AX over there, but is the burst enough? And no, AX is still surviving, but
Yep.
FaZe going in with the Deadly Sonata, and no one is going to go down over there. He's just a little bit too tanky right now, apparently.
A little too much. I mean, sliver help, but still he makes it out, doesn't give the gold over to the rest of the team. Geek fam still understands what they have to do here. They're trying to trade and make sure that that gold differential doesn't kind of spread too thin.
Yeah, so over here we have to consider who will be the scarier late game, because right now it's 7 and 22 seconds up. Who will have the better late game team fight? And as of right now, I kind of see as Xpax having the better team fight composition. Yes, they have a marksman in the Granger, but AX with his Badang, the AoE is just a little bit bigger.
I feel like they have to kind of play around that while still having to catch out priority targets like Raisha as well as Unta with Franco, which is a lot more difficult than it sounds. Looks like Zoroveki taking his time here. He knows the rest of the team will come through. Arrival being used on the top side. Last Insanity comes through. Raisha doesn't actually get the pick. He might go down here. Zoroveki is still alive. The rest of the team make it through, and Dominus made sure he did not miss that final Abyssal arrow onto Lunox.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate because a little bit of disrespect over there, but you know, it's fine. It's all in good fun.
Hey, he's trying to bait it out. It's like, anybody in the bush? Hey, I'm recalling right here, by the way.
Yep, 2 million IQ plays over here. Ozarabeki is trying to clear the lane, so he's using his last Insanity. And he,
rest of the team actually is going to back off away. Franco is walking back up. Zorn has to be super careful here. If he gets the wrong target, this might actually turn on him.
yeah, right now the Lord will spawn in 20 seconds, so any death right now might result in a Lord take. So both teams have to be careful. At the same time, they have to be proactive in trying to catch anyone, absolutely anyone out of position. So right now I can see that Xpax they're moving as 5 as well as Geek fam, so they both know that this will be a team fight that they have to win. Xpax is positioning themselves around the Lord pit, so they're looking at a little bit better positioning over here.
Yeah, but I still think Geek fam, they still have an opportunity to kind of catch them off because it is, as long as they keep control over mid lane, they have a favorable entrance with Franco to catch somebody off, especially in the backline, because you want somebody to frontline it, and you definitely don't want to lose too much damage from the Lord itself. So it kind of puts Geek fam in a win-win position as long as they maintain control over mid lane.
Yeah, and right now AX, he is having the time of his life. He's just free farming. No one is really doing anything. Xpax is basically telling him, it's like, well, no one is gonna start the Lord, so you might as well just take anything you want.
Yep, Artha is taking quite a bit of damage. Oh, a great pull coming in from Zorn. Locks him through, make sure the Power of Nature doesn't go all the way through, so the CC doesn't exactly land. While trying to pull, Lunox is hit by the Abyssal Arrow, but it's not going to be enough. One more catch onto Cuckoo this time. Rest of the team is pulling right back, but Zoroveki in the back line trying to make things happen. The penalty zone doesn't land on anybody. Quick flicker coming in from Unta is going to be enough as they clean up the shop. It's 2 for 1 right now. They need to make sure this comes out cleanly. Unta backs away. He is just so close to death had anybody followed up on it.
Yeah, both teams are playing a really siege heavy kind of play style where they're just kind of poking it out, while Zorn, he forces the enemy to be out of position. So right now we can see that positioning is definitely going to be key, especially with the late game heroes, while AX using the Badang is a melee hero, but he is not going to, I would say, recklessly go inside a team fight. So
yeah, he needs to kind of find that angle to get in, and so far Zoroveki, he was trying to look for it. Rumble did get an initial catch, but with quick chemical refinement, he was able, especially for Uta, he was able to get out of that penalty zone. Had he not had that chemical refinement, I think he just would have been dead.
yeah, right now again the Lord is up, so another team fight might result in the Lord take. Over there we can see it was an equal trade, so no one was really trying to push it.
Agreed. 1k ahead coming in from Xpax X-Assins. I think they could kind of have to force out a fight at a certain point, but I think Zorn so far has given enough pressure on the map to really force them, like, hey, we should be careful doing this. Maybe this isn't the best idea. Oh, initial catch here coming out to Cuckoo, but he can take quite a bit of damage. His rest of the team has to respond. Cuckoo is in trouble. He already drops down the highway. Zoroveki, he's coming into the back line already with the last Insanity chunking out Artha, but the rest of the team is just so low. Raisha did not want to commit for that final kill. The rest of the team backs off. And especially for Geek Fam, I think they got chunked out a little hard there. 2 members forced to recall. Dominus going to be taking the buff.
Yeah, another thing that I do want to mention is that Zorn, yes, he has been catching out the members of Xpax with his Iron Hook, but he's hooking, I would say, the wrong targets. I mean, kind of in a way that you don't really select who you're hooking, because sometimes you're just hooking in the dark and hopefully you catch someone.
Yeah.
But most of the time, he's catching out the tanks. He's not being able to really catch Unse, Raisha, or Axe. If he actually manages to catch the Badang, I think that's the best hero you want to catch.
Yeah, I would agree. I definitely think that as long as you don't get the tanks, it'll be good. But I do think it's also a bit of psychological warfare there, where Zorn is like, hey, I'm going to exert, I know I can land these hooks. I'm going to exert a lot of pressure on you. We might not necessarily kill your tanks, but it already puts a staple in your head. I don't miss hooks, be careful.
Yeah, and right now the Lord is pushing in, and everyone...
Oh, here a big catch coming in from Cuckoo! They're going all the way in with the penalty zone from Rumble. They're so off guard, but it's both of the tanks. The DPSs in the back are having a field day with AX, making sure he's looking for it. Goes down straight away. The Granger needs to take care of this Lord. The rest of the team is peeling back. They trade 1 for 2 here. Great catch coming in from Zorn.
Yeah, right now we can definitely see Fix's positioning is really great. I don't think he has died as of yet, but the thing is, it doesn't seem like his damage is really going through. Whenever he hits the squishy targets, yeah, they're gonna die. Over here, Zorn, he manages to catch.
Oh, how did that? Oh no! Unfortunately, Winter Truncheon does pull through. He doesn't get hit, but he still goes down. Geek Fan pounced right on top of him.
Yeah, we possibly there because like, wait, what's the damage? He's like, oh yeah, I don't want to Winter Truncheon, of course. But yeah, right now, yes, Fix has not died as of yet, so he is doing he's doing amazing with his positioning. But the thing is, right now, his damage doesn't really seem to go through just because Cuckoo and Artha, they're really tanking a lot for the back line. Like as a front line, they're doing an amazing job. And yeah, so right now Zorn, if he manages to catch AX just like just now, he can definitely win the team fight. But if
yeah, it's a huge if here, and I think eventually Geek Fam will start to scale to the point where, you know, Fix isn't going to care too much about how much damage the tanks can build, and not to mention that if they drag out the fight, they kind of want Zoraveki to build up that gauge on the tanks itself, so then you have an opportunity to go in. However, it's still a little tough because as long as Xpax X-Assins, if they have, you know, a win condition on their side, they have a strong pushing force like I'm hinting at Lord here, then it just becomes so much easier for them.
Yeah, right now we can see that invisibility has been used, but they don't have any catching mechanism, so I'm not so sure why they would build that. I would prefer if they just build a courage mask just for the extra tankiness and for the extra damage and movement speed as well.
Agreed. And I think, you know, banning out Akai might have been a really smart choice coming in from Geek Fam. Xpax X-Assins kind of in a position where they want to exert their lead, however they have no real playmaking capability to kind of force that end game win.
Yeah, so right now we can see Xpax is really putting on the pressure. Zorn has been caught out over here. He has to be careful.
Oh no, Zoraveki coming in with a final insanity. Chunks out quite a number of the members, but again, he loses half of his HP. Maximum impact does actually land. Zoraveki is so low. Fire doesn't actually make it out, and the rest of the team is cutting down. Hylos goes out first. Both sides just trading who's in the front, taking the damage from Unta. Time and time again, Geek Fam lose nobody.
Yeah, that was a very lengthy fight. Both teams able to sustain it out. So over here we can see Fix almost at his final item over here. He might build a Malefic Raw just to put in a little bit more damage to the tank. But over here, Raisha, he has been caught. Dominance is going in, and Raisha,
he's going to be trying to hold through with that with the Truncheon, but again, it's just stalling for the inevitable. But wait a minute, Zoraveki, he wants to catch Unta off, doesn't land the fire sink. He's going to slow down Artha. He shouldn't be dead just yet. The wall charge does save his life, but they still want to go on Unta. They are still trying to get him a penalty zone. Has the hook, lads, they finally get him, and now this is such an easy call. They want to take care of Lord.
Yeah, right now we can see 2 members of Xpax have been down, especially it's their damage dealers, but right now X, he is looking for an opportunity. If he can get a good catch, he can secure this.
Oh, he does actually get the catch! Cuckoo, he's going in with Glorious Path. He's trying to turn this on. AX, he found the angle. He chunks them out. Zorn, he's not going to live any longer than this. Can they actually hold through? They need to maintain aggro on Lord. But Dominus, he's at 1 HP. Dies instantaneously. AX can't hold his anger any longer. Rumble trying his very best, but he doesn't have the damages. And his abilities are getting cancelled consistently. AX, he doesn't he turns it all around single-handedly.
This is the first match of the day, and already we have a Badang Savage over here. So yeah, I kind of would hope that he just secured the Lord over there, but he got a Savage, so he's
Just
clever.
gonna SE game right here.
Yeah, so. Oh wait, the minions are still there. Can they finish this?
No,
on
they can
time?
do this.
Yeah,
They can
yeah,
do this.
yeah.
Oh
Over-
my
over here.
goodness.
That was a great play at the Lord pit. Like everyone else from Xpax was down, and he's like, you know what? They're being a little bit too confident right now. I think I can catch Fix, and I believe also Rebecca was caught as well.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
three people were locked into that 150.